Nathan, wake up. We're filming. Alright, so I'll start. Hello, welcome to a mini cast with just you.
Holy,
oh,
what?
Jesus!
What? Holy.
Yours truly, and your buddy, Koi Boy, aka Nathan. And this is going to be a mini cast, and it's also going to be on camera again, like the shit show last time.
Oh, the shit show.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, the shit
That
show.
was great. How long did it take editing that? How long did that take?
To cut out that one part took me like an hour because I had to find it.
Yeah. Alright, so
there was one part I wanted to cut out, but I didn't.
That's
for artistic purpose.
Yes. So let's just dive right into the news. Oh, by the way, this is I got a hat like my boy Akainu or Sakazuki, whatever you know him as.
And I got a waifu shirt.
Had that before. Don't act
I've
special.
never worn it.
You don't act special. I don't know, whatever.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I won't act special.
Whatever.
I'll just hide back under this.
No, juggalos.
What? We're talking about juggalos now?
Yeah, whoop whoop.
Okay.
I am not a juggalo. I know a
I'm
little
not a
bit
juggalo
about,
either.
but like,
okay.
they're an interesting enough fandom that we gotta talk about.
Alright, so I don't know much. I did have the pleasure of knowing one juggalo, and they were a great person. Now,
they're not bad people. It's not like, you know,
they're
not like, I know they were once, what's it called, classified as like a gang.
Really?
Yeah, that's why they're really against being called a gang. And like, they're not like, they're just people who like
I think
ICP.
it's just a fandom, like, honestly.
Yeah, it's a cringy fandom.
Yeah, no, it's, oh god.
What do you think of the music, though?
From what I've heard, it's, for what it is, like, it's not my taste. I'm just gonna lay that out there. It's not my taste at all.
Yeah.
But they do a good job with the style they play it in, I think.
I would agree.
It's not something, like I said, I'd listen to, but, you know, and to be honest, like, I almost think the whole, like, fandom of it adds to it, just with all, like, it's like fucking JoJo's, man. It's like the memes, you know?
I think that you can point to a lot of fandoms.
Yeah, that have, like, that kind of...
They have, like...
The underlying joke, kind of.
Yeah, you can't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
I really doubt juggalos do. I haven't even met a juggalo.
Do you know where the term juggalo actually comes from?
I have no idea.
Okay, so it actually comes from the jugular. That's where the jug and like crossed with juggle.
Oh,
like yeah, like the like neck area, you know.
There are a few songs like I would put on my playlist, but like I mean they do. You're right, they do a good job.
I mean, well, they are horrorcore. I think it's called like horrorcore or something. So it's
Make sure to correct us in the comments.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I always get it confused because there's like core metals, but it's not metal. So you know, but it's like the thing with it is it uses a lot of like over the top, like kind of, you know, I don't want to say medical terms, but like gory descriptions a lot of times.
Yeah, I would say gory descriptions is correct.
Yeah, like yeah, no, same with like gore grind metal, which is a really interesting little rabbit hole to go down. There.
I'd rather, to be honest, like some metal shit I just can't get into.
That's one you're definitely not gonna get into. That.
Oh no.
Like and any of the grind metals, like
oh yeah,
they're really hard to get into.
No, it chooses you. You don't choose it.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna go on a tangent, but I kind of forgot.
Okay,
actually,
what else were we gonna say about
another
other than the Fago?
Oh yeah, Fago.
The Fago,
like
the all worshipping Fago.
Yeah.
I know that's part of the
I don't
culture.
drink pop because
You're a healthy boy.
I mean, not in terms of the food I eat, but I just don't like carbonations. So, what does Fago taste like? As someone.
I think the easiest way to put it would be like a less fizzy Fanta. Like or like I don't know how to describe it. Like it's like a slightly more watered down whatever flavor it is. So like if you have the cherry one, it's like cherry Coke but more watered down.
Water in it,
It's
yeah.
it's like one of those like kind of
Knockoff.
yeah knockoff.
Yeah, it's not like
yeah.
it's not Coca-Cola or I
Or
think
it's not Beppis either. So it's like in the middle. It's in the middle to where it's better for being a knockoff.
wow.
Hmm.
And speaking of fandoms, I'm gonna take the baton and talk about Undertale. Now I've played Undertale. I've
I
done
am not.
pacifist, neutral, and I started a genocide run. I couldn't kill Goat Mom. You know what I'm talking about if you played the game.
Goat Mom.
Yeah, everyone loves Toriel. She's so nice. Oh my god. Oh, I turned into a fangirl. Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
But like, anyways, I'll just do a quick recap of
right.
the game. You have obviously three choice: neutral, which is like 18 endings, I think. With that, you can choose to kill different people or spare people. There's pacifist, where you don't kill anyone, and there's genocide, where you kill everyone. And each has a different ending, and they get like, better, weird, and like just okay.
Okay.
But the weird thing is, like, when I didn't play Undertale till like 2018. It came out 3 years earlier, and just as my experience, like, all I knew of it was Markiplier being bullied, and a bunch of Sans deviant art.
Yes.
It was just like, oh my god.
What is Sans? Like
He
honestly.
is the final boss of the genocide run. He's the hardest boss in the game. He's ridiculous. I haven't gotten that far because I didn't kill Goatmon, so I never got that far. And he's just one of the Skeletal brothers. There's a lot of theories around him. He's a very mysterious figure in the game. So obviously there's a lot of open doors that you know.
I just my whole experience was I remember everyone was obsessing about a flower that was like a psychopath or something.
Flowey, yep. He's the final boss of the neutral run. I think, yeah. And he is like, oh, and spoiler warning if you, again, I should have did that earlier, but this is the genocide ending. Alright, so spoiler warning. Flowey like kills the king right after you beat Sans. You no longer have any control. This is the ending of the genocide run. You know what? And the game just takes control, insinuating that you're too far gone as a monster, and then you just kill the king in one hit. Well, you slice the king, and you don't even play the game. You're too powerful now, and then Flowey kills him. She does the finishing blow. He's like, and Flowey is so fucking evil, but just seeing that rotten enemy just like beg for his life, and you just you feel it right here. It's bad. It's bad. So what else did you have any questions on Undertale?
What kind of like gameplay is it?
It's like Earthbound.
Oh, okay.
You ever played Earthbound? Any RPG?
Oh, okay, it's RPG. Okay,
yeah.
Like standard.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So it seemed like I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Sans just scares me. All that fan art.
Oh yeah,
it's too much to take some of it.
That's why I don't even look up. I mean, there's some. There could be some cool Undertale art, but you have to like really look. I don't really feel like looking through all that Rule 34. You have to see
Bible Man fan art. It's pretty great.
Is there Bible Man fan art?
It's beautiful.
Would we? Now this is just a total aside. Would we get taken down if we
I don't think
streamed Bible Man a reaction while on a lot of caffeine? Because I actually we gotta do that later when you come back.
I mean, I don't know, like, because as long as it's not Sony's the one that hits everyone. Because like
we could look it up.
I had a video I tried posting that was like a mobile game But like,
Ooh.
yeah, no, it had one song. I mean, nothing happened there. It's like
It's
we're gonna
usually
like
sound, I
not
think,
fund
that
you
gets
for
it.
this, but yeah, I don't know, man.
We could like, we could figure it out. Until then, it's not the title
Distort
place.
everything and have Bible Man like just run through like, like
Genesis 4:19. It was like it was not only it changes it just like JoJo's. It changes a man physically, mentally,
yeah,
spiritually,
sweet.
especially spiritually, and sexually.
Maybe on that last one, I don't know.
Maybe it's
Bible man.
a lot more on JoJo's on the last one.
Oh yes, a lot more on
Yeah.
JoJo's. JoJo's is just, oh my god.
Yeah.
Every day I wake up and remember that's in the world. And I think, why has God forsaken us, yet given us a gift? I don't know
I
what
just
it
remember
is.
the JonTron moment in Food Games whenever someone says that. Like, God has forsaken us!
Oh,
Remember? Do you ever watch JonTron?
I have.
I love JonTron.
My favorite thing from him is the can.
Is anything on? No, it's good. I didn't want to take a drawing or something that you want people to see. But
Should have like drawn
what?
like a dick or something on there, so you saw the tan.
So before we actually started filming, we were watching a bunch of conspiracy videos.
Yeah, we were looking for topics, and I'm like, hey, I found this interesting little rabbit hole, I guess you could call
like,
it.
there's a few channels. Like, do you want to say the channel we watched? I'm gonna mention one that's pretty popular that we didn't watch.
Okay, I can say it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we're punching up that. Like, we're not punching.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. Some of it's a lot of the history actually in it is
Is that correct?
a lot of the historical parts, yes.
But the conclusion,
The conclusion
wrong,
and the take on it is a little off, but it's called the Truth United.
Yeah.
Now, this is, and I could go on, but
I'm not a religious person.
I am.
You are more than me by
and
far. So I
so
really just
yeah.
kind of make fun of it. Yeah.
So anyhow, this whole thing is basically a channel, and one of the videos that caught my eye, because I like symbols and their meanings.
Yeah.
And like I think it's cool that, and really you look at it and like things like, a simple letter and like words that actually can form images in your mind. Like symbols are powerful, and
it's not like not to intervene, but it's not like I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
Like a symbol doesn't have to be like a yin yang symbol. And how do you describe it? Like abstract? It could be like something.
It can be
personal.
anything.
Yeah, it can be anything.
It can be the it's pretty much anything. Like this, the definition of symbol. I'm forgetting what it is.
It's subjective too.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So it just alludes to something else or suggests something. Now, anyhow, this channel has 4 parts in this video called the meanings of symbols, and now they're quite humorous. Now,
yeah, to say the least.
Now, I'm someone who was raised Catholic, so that's my kind of area on it. But it's interesting because like this guy is just taking things way out of context, and it's funny. So the one we watched together was essentially saying all stars are satanic.
Like
pretty much.
Stars as in like not like the things in space.
Yes, not
like the little.
Probably that too because of astrology.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah,
there's probably
like,
another video.
You get an A+ in your paper in first grade, and then you're like, there you go.
Yeah, no. So, essentially, the whole thing. Well, first off, it starts with It starts, yeah, exactly, with the pentagram, and it does get it right on the upside down being more like a Satan kind of thing, and the right side up being a more like Wiccan or witchcraft related thing. Like that part does good on. But then it just reverts itself into the weirdest, funniest thing, where it's like if you write like that, like if your teacher writes a
like
one of those stars on your paper,
because they have, what'd you say, 6 points?
No.
What was it again?
That was for the next one. That was for the Star of David they were talking
about.
I
thought, I was like,
this
is the 5. Yeah,
this is the pentagram. This is the 5 one. Anyhow, so yeah, no, they were like, yeah, that person's like a Satanist. They're in league with Satan. And like another thing too is he's like, anytime you see one in a movie, like it's they're casting a spell on you. It's like,
to and then normalize it.
Yeah, right? Yeah, and then
it's not like it's just artistic choice.
Yeah, no, not even that, but it's funny because he points out this movie called the Witch, and it's actually a pretty good horror movie.
I think I've actually seen it.
Yeah, with the cabin.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
but I think I've actually.
Okay. Anyhow, it's literally about trying to stop a satanic cult. Like it's not. If anything, like you can't just shun out like anything that represents evil. Like you can't say the bad guys can't use a symbol. Yeah, exactly, because it's like, what are we? I think the realization in my life, I had a friend who back a long time ago was he was like, hey man, let's like write a story. And I was a young kid. I didn't like anything too intense. And he wanted to have drug dealers, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to have drug dealers in it. And then anyhow, it's like, okay, well, what would you want? He said to me, like, the man who sells candy to children, but the candy's actually good for them. Like, who's gonna be stopped? Or not? Yeah. Not to say all drug dealers are horrible people. That's not where I'm going with.
Yeah, it's
yeah, no,
that's a whole different topic.
That's not the intent,
We could cover that one.
Oh, we could. No, but I'm just saying. It's like you can't have a serial killer documentary without
a serial
killer.
That's why I
I don't. Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's why I like kind of tangent. The Ted Bundy thing. We should focus on his victims. Like, yeah, well, the victims, they are important, and we should like feel like sad.
Mm.
A serial killer is way more important because it's way out there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
Well, the whole thing that's interesting too about that was there was actually a law passed that stopped different. Because, like, I believe Gacy was really big into that, John Wayne Gacy, where he would essentially, the clown guy.
Oh, back to clowns.
Oh yeah, not associated. He was not a juggalo.
Yeah,
he was not a juggalo.
Do not.
They're not like that.
Or dislike.
Yeah. So anyhow, his whole thing was he was an artist, and his art was interesting. It was not great. But anyhow, in prison, he would make art. And like it would literally just be a smiley face with maybe a clown nose, and he would sign his name, and just for the signature, he would get thousands of dollars from this. So they had to make a law where, and it wasn't him that broke it; it was another serial killer. I'm trying to remember, but anyhow, they had to make a law where they could make art and they could sell it, but they could not make profit. They had to like donate it. They couldn't make profit themselves because of the factor of they are a serial killer, and let's be honest,
they're never gonna get out.
Well,
they're not.
Not that.
Not that. You're right. That was something.
It's the whole thing of no one's gonna buy in reason a smiley face with a clown nose that's a really crappy drawing. Unless there was the signature of the serial killer attached to it. So they're basically using the illegal branding, essentially, of themselves. So,
I mean, that's another gray area we can go to.
Yeah, true.
I mean, as a tangent, like...
Oh, go on that tangent.
I love tangents.
Tangents.
Have you heard of... who's that guy that wanted... he didn't kill anybody directly. He recently died.
Charles Manson?
Yes. He made these hair spiders in prison. They were like
Yeah,
stripes.
yeah, no.
Those are like I wouldn't buy one because they're really expensive. But like I was like, that's actually kind of cool. It's like really freaky, really out there. Like those are kind of cool.
Well, he's an interesting dude.
To say the least.
I actually had to do a project in high school on him, and it's yeah,
yeah.
because you never really like he's one of those people like towards the end of his life, like
He just did Dance Dance Revolution courtroom.
I mean he see the thing with him is from the beginning he knew how to like play the game, so to speak,
and lure people in.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was
people.
a performer,
Yeah.
and he was friends with the Beach Boys. A lot of people don't know that. It's kind of funny.
Can you find his music still?
You can. I think it's actually on Spotify.
Yeah, I was about to say. I use one of those big platforms.
Yeah, no, well, because it's one of those things, and like, it's not really good.
It's not really. It's really like interesting. Anything. Like, hey, this guy like was messed up. It's the branding again.
Yeah, but it's funny though, or well, it's not.
It's really not funny, but it's weird. Odd. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the
I
whole.
hate how words have multiple meanings.
The whole time, there's throughout his career, like towards the later end of his life, he like became an evangelical Christian, I guess, is the story. I mean, and good for him if he, went down that route, and I don't think he did anything like after that, but
he like
I don't know.
He said like there were multiple Jesuses. I might be quoting this wrong.
Okay.
But he said like
I knew something was wonky with it.
There was a black Jesus down in Florida having a good time.
Now, he said a lot of things.
I just like weird quotes. Like I legitimately write them down when I hear them because they're odd. They're out there. They're cool.
Yeah, no. But one where like someone like there's this interview where
the one with the Dance Dance Revolution.
No. It's the really weird one where they interview him and they're like, "Who do you think you are?" And then he like does all these weird faces and he's like, "Oh, I'm nobody." That famous one, yeah. So like there's stuff like that where it's like he knew how to kind of like play that performance kind of aspect of it, yeah.
But it's probably like, I mean, he had to be fucked up in the head. So
there was something definitely wrong there.
Yeah, you don't do that and
yeah. Well, yeah, and the thing is too, like he killed people in prison too. It was really.
Oh
weird.
Yeah. No,
I
always forget about that.
Yeah. Well, it was one, but nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean one.
Yeah. Well, nonetheless, it's still a death.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. He was weird. You also used to get if you rented like any books with him like during that era at the library, they would actually like kind of like put you on an FBI watch list that like mentioned him. It's pretty interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Well, were you the one? This is like another tangent, but we gotta fill time, so.
Fill in time. It's a filler arc.
Yeah, it's a filler arc. This is definitely a filler arc in this minicast. Were you the one that telling me that you? No, this was. Never mind. Did you work at Hobby Lobby at one point?
No, I worked at Party City at one point.
Oh, I thought
a long time ago.
Yeah, I just because there was a Hobby. Every time you buy something at Hobby Lobby, they suggest things that people also have bought with that. Well, with the mini scales, they also suggest you buy tiny little plastic bags with that too. I just thought it was kind of a funny thing to add because.
Well, you could be weighing some like.
Yeah, like what would you be doing? Come on.
There are certain like. if you need like a certain, there's a lot of weird crafts like that. Like
yeah, crafts.
like
yeah,
crafts.
I'm not a crafty person.
Like when I made candles, like because I did that at one point.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, no. I wish I would have kept them and actually sold them, but I did it for that like Patriots Day thing back in middle school, and I went hardcore. I went
did
hardcore.
I was with blacksmith. That was cool.
Yeah, no, I did channeling, but like I sunk like $100, and you know, I mean parental help with that though. Yeah, no, and literally the whole entire kitchen looked like a meth lab. It was great. They came out perfect though.
Were they like white and blue?
No, they were just blue. Um, I made a bunch of different kinds, and they were all sandalwood. So was the scent to them. And then, but like the ones that were really bad were the like long stick candles, because those you actually have to dip. Each one takes about like
I made those at
30
camp.
minutes. Yeah, you just like
you dip,
wait,
and then wait,
dip. Wait.
Yeah. So I know I did at camp because we had like in Boy Scout camp we had we had like an old like about that time period like Patriots little town at camp. They had a forge. They had a quote unquote trading post. A quote unquote wood carver. There was a lot of stuff.
Walks into trading post. Will that be cash or card?
Actually, they only accepted cash at camp. Which is,
ooh.
Yeah, fair enough. But like when I make candles there, and like I thought there'd be a better way by now, to be honest.
I mean, if you have injection technology, yes.
Yeah,
that's like any of like the mass-produced ones.
Obviously, there's not like a bunch of people or robots going.
Yeah.
No. So, what is our last topic? I guess we can go into what we
were going to talk about conspiracies. So we kind of did that.
Do you want to keep going into that, and then I can do the question after?
Yeah.
What was that? What was that like alien thing?
Oh yeah, the whole. I think we talked about that one of the other ones, but there's no. We need to go. We need to explore.
We've only touched the surface.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember the name of the YouTube channel, but it was like your alien ancestors or something. But it's literally like there's a whole lore to this, and it's the whole like Yael aliens, which are apparently being kept in Area 51.
And then break them out September 20th.
Oh, you know they called that off, right?
What?
Yeah.
No.
It's just gonna be a party now.
I can respect.
My prediction was right.
I can respect that.
Yeah. No. So.
Where were we again?
Yeah, no, we were talking about aliens.
Yeah, I love aliens.
The aliens. Do you believe in aliens? Like legitimately?
I mean,
I think it's a heavy possibility.
There's a heavy possibility. I mean, intelligent life is very rare. We went through several mass extinctions to get to the point we are today. But, it's a big universe out there, and it's possible.
All right. Yeah, no, so anyhow, it's like, and then you descend, like, there's this part, they're like, you descended directly from cat people. And the whole thing's like a text to voice, like.
I hate though. Is it the same guy that they always do with the memes, too? Like, no. Hey, hello, I can't do the voice, but whatever.
Reads the memes.
Yeah. Like,
top text. Bottom text.
Yeah. So.
Do you? No, D-Way.
Yeah, and there's like the last spaces in between, so it's really poorly.
Yeah, no, it's really.
So, I mean, do you want to get into that, or we just?
Yeah, well, anyhow, according to it, we're all descended from cat people, and there's like 500 races that we have to, we can spiritually connect through like staring at a triangle for hours. I have not tried. I don't want to try.
I mean, as college students, we don't really have hours to just stare at a triangle.
Yeah, like who does that? Like between work or like what makes someone?
I mean, unless
my hobby is just staring at a triangle, and I'm gonna hallucinate. Like, of course you're gonna hallucinate if you sensory deprivation yourself and stare at a triangle for like a whole day straight.
Yeah, like of course, yeah.
No
you know
dirt.
more about that crap than me.
Yeah.
All right. Final question for you guys. Because I love old memes, who would win? Shaggy 0.1% power. Big Chungus with Infinity Gauntlet.
Ooh.
Or an army of 100,000 Ugandan Knuckles. Say who wins in the comments below. I'm Joe.
I know who wins.
Yeah, we all know. Shaggy? Yeah. Knuckles? Good.